In this episode of Puzzle Time, we are talking about Feldman locks. That's Boaz and Dan Feldman. Boaz has a new lock that's out. It's called the Loki lock. It comes with a key. It's a sequential discovery lock, which is the first sequential discovery lock they've done in this series. So check it out in this episode of Puzzle Time. Welcome to episode 114 of Puzzle Time. Today we are talking about Boaz Feldman's Loki lock. That's the fifth kind of in this series?
Yeah.
So him and his father have worked together on locks, I guess. His dad, Dan Feldman, did the Dan lock. Do you know how old, when did they come out?
I don't know. It didn't say on our website. So
Okay.
I'm sure if I looked into it further, I could probably find it. But
It was the first in the series. And then there's been the B lock, the B lock 2, the Fun lock, and then, this new one, the Loki lock. So we're going to let's just show off the old ones really quick here. We'll pull them on screen here.
interesting fact, the Loki lock is the first one that's sequential discovery. The rest are all just kind of puzzle locks.
Yeah, the other ones, I like sequential discovery. They've been really popular, just in general. So pull out the cards too. You can see those.
I like the bags that they do with them too, like the nice felt.
I do too, yeah. And they've got what's this?
Embroidery.
Embroidered on the front. So kind of their logo, that the lock look. So that's the first one, the Dan lock, which is actually, it's big, hey?
Yeah.
So the Fun lock here was the most recent before the Loki lock.
Yeah, when Dan lock, B lock 2, and then Fun lock. Yeah.
There it is. So you can kind of see the sizes. It's hard. I find it hard on the Puzzle Master website to tell the sizes of stuff.
And they kind of go in order of difficulty level 2. So this is a level 9, level 8, level 7, and then level 9 again.
So yeah, the Loki lock's the biggest one. It also, what I like about these guys is they take real locks. So these are like just normal locks by this company Nabob. So Nabob, made in Israel. So they Dan and Boaz obviously
are they from
just modify them. Yeah, they're from Israel. Okay. Yeah, they are from Israel. And they make really cool locks. He's been really quite popular on the Puzzle Master website. I know a lot of these, like we've been sold out of them before and have them all in stock at this time as we shoot this. So any other defining characteristics about some of these?
With these ones, obviously the keys are really defining on this one.
Yeah, the Dan lock has that broken key. I think that was the first time I'd ever seen something like that.
And this one actually can't come off until you open the lock. So this one...
Oh, the second key.
Like you can see, this one you can take off with the metal piece here, but this one actually is not removable.
So it's not removable till the end.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, if you got it, maybe, I don't know the solution to this, but maybe if you use this and kind of got it open on one side, maybe this comes off and the other side's still locked. I don't know how it all works. But
yeah. There's lots of solutions out there. There's lots of videos on these. I think they've like I said, quite popular. I think a lot of different people have shot solutions or videos on each one of these. But why don't you grab your Loki lock and we'll just play around with the Loki lock and see what we can see on it. Is there a key? Am I missing? I'm missing my key right here. Yeah. There it is in the bag. Oh, and this one's got a different key. The other ones are brass keys. This one's a silver, like a steel key.
Yeah, and he did quite a bit with the card this time and the goal and stuff. So he did quite a bit more. So you can
cool picture. Yeah, it's even different. Like the paper's a little different that they're using. So I like that.
He did such a good look on this, and he said it took him over about approximately 1 to 2 years, just over 2 years or under 2 years to design this lock.
Okay. If you want to find out more about the Loki lock, actually go to the Puzzle Master YouTube channel, and we have a series called Puzzle Insider by Gregory, who's the Puzzle Wanderer. He has the Puzzle Wanderer channel on YouTube, but he shoots a bit for Puzzle Master, and he did a interview with Boaz Feldman on this Loki lock. So if you want to find out more about it, check out Puzzle Insider. I think it was episode 2 of Puzzle Insider. But I'm going to read a bit of the card here. So Loki. So the goal is to open the lock, then lock it again, which is pretty standard, straightforward. It says important, do not apply excessive force or use any external tools. Also very standard with puzzles. And then it does contain small parts. So keep out of reach of children. So I wonder if there's something inside this lock, or if maybe it's just talking about the key.
No, there's a tool. So that's why it's this.
Oh, right. You did say
right?
sequential discovery. So there is tools. Should we see if we can get something going on this lock?
So what I noticed, I was playing around with it last week, is this is kind of loose here. So you can kind of feel the one side move a little bit.
Mine's not.
It should. You'll just kind of move it around a little bit. You'll feel the one side can slightly move a bit. You should be able to anyways. And then inside here, if
there we go. Yeah, there we go.
If you look inside this hole, you can see the tool behind there.
There's a tool, or a tool in the hole here.
What I thought is that's what you could see inside there was the tool. But what's actually going on is there's a pin, and then behind that pin is the tool.
Oh.
So this thing.
Well, okay. Do we want to?
I don't want to give away.
Let's not reveal too much.
Yeah,
here.
I'm not going to give away the solution or anything, but.
I'm gonna try the key here. So it turns really loose. Like there's nothing to that. So it turns, and then it just does a, like, was that a 45 degree?
Yeah. You got yours to turn?
No, it doesn't. Mine locked in place.
Yeah, like you must have had this in a. There you go. Mine's turning now. I never had that before. You have to have this shackle in the correct place, I think.
Oh yeah, no, there's something. Look, there's a pin inside or something. There's some sort of pin that allows you to turn it.
So if you hold it with this side up, it turns. If you hold it with the other hole up, it doesn't turn.
I don't even know. Is it fully up? Yeah, I guess it's up. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I didn't get.
Oh, look at that. Okay, can you see? Look at this too. If you pull it out a bit, you can see a bit of like a groove cut into the shackle part. You got yours out? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, it's just in that looseness kind of. So I wonder if there's something about like.
I wonder if that helps you get the tool out now.
So there's a hex right there. There it is, a little hex key or Allen key spot. So.
Do you have to have it in a correct look? Okay, so if you hold it the way you turn the key, if you hold it this way, it won't come out. But if you flip your lock again, that's when the shackle comes out. So there's something to do with gravity there too.
Oh, yeah, there's some sort of gravity thing going on in there.
Yeah, if you hold it back the opposite way, it locks again. Well, if you look inside this hole, you can see it needs, that's where the tool's going to go. It looks like a little Allen.
Yeah, I suspect that, yeah, once you get that tool out, that'll probably...
and then if you look inside here, you can see quite a bit going on inside there.
Yeah, there is.
There's a cut in the shackle, and then behind that, there's like either the key or a pin or something.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. We won't go any further, though. I don't want to show a solution to this. I think these are really cool locks, and it'd be a shame to ruin it for someone. So that's the Loki lock. We're going to have a little shorter episode here. We'll jump into our online buzz.
Online buzz.
Okay, so online buzz. We want to start with, I think, one of the biggest things that's come out here in the last couple of weeks, which we didn't end up getting to show on the episode here, but it is the T13 Pop Lock from Rainier Pop. He makes these once a year. They're crazy. They're thousands of dollars, and then they're gone in, I think it was like a few minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. I think we sold out in 9 minutes of what we got here at Puzzle Masters. So it's one of those things, you just got to put your name in and hopefully you get your order in really quick. And yeah, so if you were one of the lucky people to get one of the T13 Pop Locks from Rainier Pop, let us know in the comments. We'd love to see some pictures. Let us know how your solve went. But we want to talk a bit about one guy who did get the T13 Pop Lock, and that is Chris Ramsey. So he did a video on it. He's done a bunch of the T-locks. If you go onto his channel, and you can see a whole bunch of them there. He does end up, I believe he does solve this one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It takes him 2 days, and then over the course of 2 days, like I think 4 consecutive hours, if you add it all up kind of together.
Right. So. Yeah, so it was really cool. We watched it. They're incredibly well made. I mean, you take these these locks and expand them by, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times. Like, they're massive locks and just hugely heavy, very expensive, and but probably the nicest puzzle locks out there as far as high-end stuff. So yeah, go to Chris Ramsey's channel, watch that video. It's great. We enjoyed it. And these T13 or T-locks from Rainier Pop are as unique as anything out there. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Next, and then you want to talk about the Cubastic video we
For sure.
watched?
Before we move on to that, one of our local customers here had got the T-Lock, and he said he would actually, one week, he'd actually bring it in and let us solve it or let us play with it on the live or YouTube shows.
Yeah.
So you may eventually see it on one of our shows.
May eventually
if you
see it.
keep watching. But anyways, we'll go on now.
Yeah.
So the next one is Cubastic. I've been watching quite a bit of his stuff, and he's been doing a lot of 3D printed and really interesting puzzles.
Yeah, I like Cubastic. He's like a Russian YouTuber. He does like an English voiceover on his videos, which don't love that part, but he really does some cool puzzles. And I think he's on the younger end of the like puzzle guys out there. So he's really like doing a lot of like 3D printing stuff. Some really unique puzzles, but yeah.
The one I like by him is it was a 3D printed skull. So if you go to his channel and you search brain puzzle, it'll come up there, and it was like this gray kind of modernized head.
Yeah.
And they kind of look like that's like if you look at the Squid Game kind of mask head, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
It looked like a brain that someone
and
had
then
like cut out the
green
skull.
brain on top. Yeah. And so you have to build the whole brain on top of the head, and it was actually pretty interesting.
It was unique. Yeah. I think the thing I really liked was he 3D prints it, so he shows you the full like 3D print. So I think the first half of the video is him just 3D printing. He even has some parts where he like the printer screws up. So it was interesting watching that.
Yeah, it has a lot of pieces. It was quite a bit to it. Like I think it would take a long time to sit there and solve it with how many pieces there was.
Yeah, I wonder what the print time was on it too, because it looked like a pretty big puzzle. So, but yeah, go check out Cubastic's channel, watch that 3D printed skull brain puzzle that he did. And then last, we're gonna talk about, again, one of our favorites, Mr. Oscar van Deventer. We enjoy him. He's from the Netherlands, OG puzzle guy, and he is doing what was it called again? It was
Soma Pipe Dream.
Soma Pipe Dream, yeah.
What I've liked with some of his newer videos and stuff he's been doing on YouTube is he's at the end of his videos, he asks, how can we expand this puzzle? How can we make it different? How can we make it better? So he wants people's input on what he can do and where to go with the puzzle. He's not just, a lot of them are, this is my puzzle, here it is, right? Yeah. Here he wants your input on it. So.
Oscar does some cool stuff. He just is one of those guys that's like just a straight genius that does some really cool puzzles. And this Pipe Dream one it's based off of the Soma Cube. Now the Soma Cube is like your kind of a standard bird puzzle. It's one of like it's quite a popular one, and one that's been around for a long time. So he just changed that, did it in 3D printing material, and it's like a multicolored pipes essentially, right?
And he actually worked with George Miller and one other guy on it, so he's also very big in the puzzle world as well.
Yeah, George and Roxanne.
I forget the other person who he did some work with it on it too. Puzzle.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it because the pipes fit together, but they also have these little like plastic connectors that allow you to connect it. And at the end of the video, he talks about how you can even just make some like random shapes and run marbles through it. So there's no marble that comes with it, I don't think. And you were saying that
it was the little ball bearing. Yeah, like when he asked at the end what he could change on it, I think if he put a hole on the top, when you solve the Soma Cube, there's a hole in the top, and then if you use a ball bearing to maneuver through a maze to get it out the bottom.
And have it out the bottom. That'd be kind of cool. We've seen some puzzles like that before, where you gotta like put them together and then maneuver a ball through it. I forget which ones, but there has been some like that. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was unique and interesting. And Oscar has a lot of that stuff. There's just tons of unique things. Go check out his channel on YouTube. And that's the end of Online Buzz.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for watching. This is the end of episode 114 of Puzzle Time. Again, like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment below if you guys got the T-Lock or have seen some stuff in the video that you like. Comment actually with what's your favorite of the Feldman locks that you've done. Like we said, there's about 5 of them here. I don't know how the solve is on the Loki lock, but I think initially this one, being that a sequential discovery, might be my favorite one of the bunch. So, but yeah, let us know in the comments. What do you guys like? What's your favorite of the Feldman locks? And have you solved it?
And remember to join us live on Facebook and on TikTok. We go live around 4:30 on both of those platforms. So yeah, feel free to join us. What days of the week do you do those? Tuesday or Thursday and Friday, and possibly if we keep getting good interaction with them, we will do a few more. But
Okay.
if we see the interaction go up and we see you guys enjoying them, we'll do
Yeah.
a couple more.
So keep an eye out for those. TikTok Live, Facebook Live. Check us out. We're across a lot of different platforms. Go to our website, puzzlemaster.ca, and keep an eye on what's coming out new. You can also, on there, if there's puzzles that are out of stock, you can have us notify you by email when it comes back in stock. And Lene, has that big Hanayama shipment we talked about last time come in?
Not yet. Neither
No.
has the recent toys. We're waiting on both of them. Just everything that's been going on in Canada lately. There's been stuff stalling.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah,
all the
shipping
trucker stuff.
isn't going super well. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like trucking issues here in Canada, but hopefully we'll get those Hanayama and Recent Toys puzzles back in stock. Again, if you are waiting for a Hanayama puzzle that's out of stock, chances are it's going to be coming in stock here in the next week, 2 weeks, hopefully.
Hopefully,
So
yeah.
keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys for watching, and join us again next week for episode 115 of Puzzle Time.